What were some of the biggest creative challenges in adapting such a gameplay-driven franchise into a character-driven
I mean,
story?
I think some of our biggest challenges are how are we going to bring a tournament to life, like how we want to make sure that our fans are satiated, that people are excited, and I think that was one of our biggest challenges and while making sure that you care about our characters, that you love the characters, and I'm really pleased with how it all turned out.
With more video games adaptation hitting the screens, what do you think make Twisted Metal stands out in the given space right now?
I mean, I think what makes our show stand out against other shows is that we leaned into this season, especially, we leaned into what makes Twisted Metal Twisted Metal. I mean, our show is the show that has a clown that lights his head on fire. We
Yeah.
have the show that has Axel, a character that's a giant man with muscles stuck between two giant wheels. We really wanted to lean into the absurd, into the insane, while still having these, really heartwarming characters and relationships and a love story that with these characters that you just fall in love with.
What part of world building are you most proud of? Something that viewers might not be immediately noticing, but that there were keys for you.
Oh, that's such a great question. I mean, world building is my favorite thing to do. I love the world building. And I'm really proud of our specific apocalypse. I love that it kind of our apocalypse takes place, it's as if the world stopped at 2002. So I love that everything is kind of frozen in this like late 90s, early 2000s era. So I really love all the music, and I love, how all the cars are from 2002 or
Hmm.
earlier. And I really love that it kind of captures, which was, really my high school era, my, pre-college era. So I really love like that element of it. And I really love how everything is kind of also centered around cars, which is important in a car show.
Yes.
So that's kind of the world building stuff that I'm really the most proud of.
Great. The show explores a dystopian world through an absurd lens. Do you see Twisted Metal as a reflection of anything that our real world is going through right now, or is it just, pure escapism?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think that you should be able to watch the show and totally escape. And I think that if you watch the show and see reflection, I think that you can totally engage with that. I think that there are parts of the show that you can't help but see a comparison. I mean, there are literally, cities with walls around it. And if you see,
Yeah.
a comparison to certain aspects of our culture, I think that's, there's definitely a class divide. And I think that's there on purpose. And if you want to engage with that, I think it's there to engage with. But if you also just want to engage with the insane fun, it's there for you too. At the end of the day, the entire goal of the show is to have fun.
Hmm. Yeah.
While it's dystopian, it's meant to have hope. It's a show that's about, community and about it's a love story. And I think it's meant to be a positive show at the end of the day.
Lastly, season one was a wild ride, but there were real emotion threads. Can we expect more character backstory or mythology in season two?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, our show is at its heart a love story. It's about, Anthony Mackie and Stephanie Beatriz, who play John and Quiet. It's their
Yeah.
love story. And when we broke this season, it was always like, what are John and Quiet's relationship? What is this episode about? We have an episode that's like literally the log line was this is them having the worst day at the worst possible time. And we really tried to make sure that you're tracking their love story at every moment. And we have very emotional episodes that I'm very proud of, that I love. But we also, put them through the ringer. They're having a hard time. They're up against 16 other people that want to kill them. And they all have wishes and things that drive them. So we really tried to make sure that even in the fight scenes, it's always coming from an emotional place. So we always try to make sure that it's coming from character.